and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you what the extent of the damage is on the rabbit. We're going to do a little walk around and show you kind of what I've already taken apart and why I did that. Why I did that. I kind of started taking things apart so that I knew what to look for when I went to the junkyard, which is what I did this morning. I got tail light, I got new vent because this one's all broken. So we got a new one of these. Looks good. We got, what else? We got a bumper, rear bumper. We got the plastic piece that goes here because this one's a little broken. We've got a little bit of damage, so we got to try to straighten these out to get these studs as close to where they should be as possible. And then this lip right here, we need to do a little bit of work there. See how it's all even all the way across. Here, not so much. So we'll get out the hammer and dolly and see what we can't do about that. See if we can't fix that up. I took a picture of the back of the one I took the bumper off of as a reference for when I'm trying to knock this out, so I know get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. What else did I get? I broke most of these clips taking it off. Say like this one. So I grabbed a handful of these clips for the back of that's the A-pillar. Got a big old crack. So I looked, and there's a rabbit at the junkyard, and the windshield looked good. I did not see anything that would tell me that it's not a usable windshield. So with that being said, we are going to give this a try. Stopped by Harbor Freight and picked up this windshield removal tool. We're going to give it a shot and see how she works. What else? We checked several Jettas and one rabbit, because that's all there was, for this radiator support, and every one of them was either gone or broken. So with that being said, I was not able to find any front end stuff. None of the headlights. Probably could have got a hood, but I waited. And this bumper is not terrible. I could probably fix this, repaint it. The only part that is broken that I see is these spot welds. These plastic spot welds have come undone. So we're going to try to do that. So we're going to try to fix that here. And then this spot here has broken. So we may try to plastic weld that back together as well, because it's not completely broken through, and it is the original bumper. So we may end up just having to find the grills that go on the bottom. Might save us a little, may not, who knows. We're gonna have to repaint the bumper anyway, probably the hood as well. So if we're gonna paint the rear bumper, we might as well paint the front bumper. It's just a little bit more prep work. So I think that's it in the front. We just need the radiator support and the hood, the headlights, and the front bumper, because the crash bar is good. There's a couple other brackets that I see here, but I'm including that in the radiator support. What else? We did not find a door panel. Seems like those are pretty hot commodity. For whatever reason, I was not able to find one of those. That's the vent over there that's missing. Oh, and the other big thing that I was going to get from the rabbit that I couldn't today, or I didn't today, I guess I could have, is the exhaust. I don't know if you can see that. It's all smashed in. But it's all smashed in, and the rabbit at the junkyard was propped up front in the center, in the front and back, and the back was actually resting on the exhaust. So I'm gonna have to, if I'm gonna get that one, I'm gonna have to go get one of those crane things and lift up the back of the car and take the exhaust out and then put it back down. But other than that, we are going to see about getting these wipers and cowl off so that we can start trying to get this windshield out. I'd really like to test that tool, because if it works really well here, I am going to bring this tool to the junkyard tomorrow, and we're going to take that windshield out. If I can do it without breaking this one any worse. And then we're on the hunt again. We're looking for a radiator support so we can start buttoning up the front end. But with that being said, let's get to work. Alright guys, so I tried that little tool. I did it now. In here on the floor now. So I tried this little tool from Harbor Freight, but in my opinion, it just ends up doing more damage than anything else. As you can see here, it's just taking all the paint off around it. So I'm going to try to look for an alternative plan. I know there's some wire systems, so we'll see. We'll try one of those. I think Harbor Freight has one of those. We'll be able to see if it's going to work or not, and if it's going to hold up to doing this. So I'm going to call it quits on the windshield for now, and next I'm going to attempt to straighten this out as best I can. You can't see it. Grab the light here. So I'm going to try to straighten this stuff out as best I can. So let's give it a shot and see how we make out. Sorry for the lighting not being so well lit. I need to go and purchase some more lighting for this garage, but for the meantime, this is what we got. So I apologize, but man, I'm tired. Let's see if we can't set something up here. So I don't really have any access to this, so I may go to Harbor Freight and see if they have a puller, because I think that's really the only way that we're going to be able to do this, is by maybe pulling on these studs a little bit, or worst case we can always weld a nut here or wherever and start pulling on it to see if we can't get these creases out and kind of get these studs a little bit more lined up. Right now I'm going to try to see if I can't straighten out this flange to see if I can get this hatch to close like it's supposed to, and hopefully get rid of the sensor issue. So we're going to give that a shot right now. Alright guys, so I did move on to, I actually fixed this flange, as you could see in the time lapse, and adjusted the latch here so that when I close the hatch, I can get the light to go out. So that's all taken care of. She shuts nice now. I would shut it, but I've already disconnected the battery, and I would have to reconnect it or climb in there to reopen it. So I'm not going to do that, but with that said, I am going to I don't really have the tools to get this out because I don't have enough access in the back. And that's it, just those little holes you see. I tried to get into that one, but bent it a little bit, so I don't really have the tools to pull that out. but I will give that a try. When I do get the right tools, like I said, I'm going to go to Harbor Freight and see if I can get it. But with that being said, I am going to give a removing the exhaust. Oof, that was tough to get out. Next, I'm going to try removing the bit of exhaust that is all kinds of mangled, so you guys can see the carnage that is the exhaust. Yep. So let me get my tool here. This one, and I think it is a 17. Grab my light so you guys can see. I unfortunately did not get all this stuff. Sorry. But you guys can kind of see where I'm going. It's right here. Let's get you. Okay, better idea what I'm doing here. $17 feels a little bit large. Let's grab the 15. Perfect. I think we got the right one. Let's make sure our ratchet is ready to remove the right direction. I used to, so that when I started this, I had a white rabbit, and this is a pain. Don't have the right tools, but and it had underbody damage, which meant I had to, in this case, replace the fuel tank, because the fuel tank had been punctured. 15 isn't the right size, it seems to be spinning. Let's try a smaller ratchet. Any of you have ever had to replace a gas tank in that or not, but in order to do so, you need to be able to get it higher than jack stands off the floor. So that added a degree of difficulty, but we got her. And the exhaust is all in the way. So that's not fun. I'm not so sure that these are. This is the right size. I try. But that was a manual car and was a little bit more fun, to be honest, than this one. There we go. Now we're cooking. Come on, there. Which I actually ended up selling that car to some young guy across the road neighborhood. Real nice family. Alright guys, so here's the update on the exhaust. Let me, I think one hanger left, but I wanted to show you. You can't see correctly. This light switched out. Alrighty, so right here above me, we got our exhaust pipe separated at the joint to the closest joint to all the damage up there. Sorry if things are flipping around on you. But also, when we were down here, we fixed those hangers on the front section because they had popped out of the hanger mounts. So we've got those fixed up. Last but not least, we have this hanger right here. Oh, sorry, my hand is in the way. This hanger right here, which I believe is the last hanger, because it looks like everything in the back has popped off or broken or whatever. This should be the last hanger for the exhaust. So we are going to put here so you can watch that hanger. Where is my? I brought it down here. Maybe squirt bottle. You don't have to use a squirt bottle, but it just makes it easier. Why work harder than you have to? Just gives it a little lubrication to help rip. Is we should be able to just pull it out from there. I'll just grab hangers off the car that I take the exhaust. So that'll be fairly simple. Just set it here. See something. Grab lubricant. And then we can watch anything to show you where. Here is the last one. Here's my light. The last one is right up here behind the left rear wheel. I'm just gonna cut that. I'm not even gonna mess with it. We're just gonna hack it. Sorry if you can't see anything. I only have one battery for my tools and my Sawzall and my flashlight. Use the same battery. There. I don't really want this thing to fall on me. Although it's held up there, so I should be okay. There, it looks like almost not quite. Damn. There we have it. Put this back switched out for you. So we just cut it. It's fine. Anyway. Alright, so now we should be able to pull this out. No problem. We're just going to take those off real quick. This guy's right here, so I'll have to finagle with that. See if this is the right size or not. Please be 13. Let me just run and grab my impact, and I will zip those off. And once again, sorry for the darkness, only have one battery. And oddly enough, my impact runs on it too. It's a pain, but these little batteries are expensive. There it is, exhaust on the ground. We'll put all our nuts back where we got them. I want to put this little bracket back too. Don't forget where it goes. Doesn't have to be overly tight because it's got to come back off anyway. So there's that. So that is the exhaust out. Alright guys, so that is the exhaust out. I'm probably going to cut it into pieces just so I can get it out. Probably not. I'll probably try to keep it in one piece. But it depends on storage. It's going to be a pain in the ass to store until I take it to the junkyard. So take it to get scrap for it. That's not good. Really, it's on the other one. That's not good. But still okay. It's sturdy. It's on 3 at least. It's a good support, so I'm not too worried about it. Pull everything out of here. Cardboard. Alrighty. Get a little twist on it to get it past here. The exhaust is out. She's pretty darn mangled over here. As you can tell, this was the back, so it's pretty pushed in. It's pretty crinkled in there. But that, I think, is going to do it for today's episode. We got pretty much everything done that we could get done. We got that vent, got that replaced. Windshield was a no-go. We got the new taillight, but it's not worth putting in until we can get some of those studs pulled out. So that basically is we're at our stopping point for the day. So with that being said, if you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe, hit that like button. I'd love to bring you guys some more builds like this, and definitely your support will make that happen much faster. So take care, and I will catch you guys in the next upload.